Hi, it's John and welcome to another episode of Cycling on a Shoestring, how saving your frame and saving some money can come in a very small package. On this edition of Cycling on a Shoestring, we're going to try to save you some money and save the frame of your bicycle at the same time using this product right here. And this is Scotchgard Paint Protection Film. This is 84 inches long by 4 inches wide, and you can put this on your bike and completely cover it with this one box, which I paid $27 for at my local automotive store. You can also order this on Amazon and probably get it for a little bit less or get wider or longer, but $27, not too bad for this. And I had it within an hour. I ordered it from my store, they had it in the shop, and I went and picked it up. Now, you can get specially made laser cut paint protection film for your bike. It's a company called Frame, and I looked into it when I bought this bike last year because I wanted to protect my bike. And I looked at it from the UK last year. I had to order it from there. It was about $200, which was pretty expensive as far as I was concerned. They do ship it out of the United States right now. I'm in Canada. It's about $82 to buy the paint protection film itself, about $19 to ship it, probably more across an international border. Then I have to add 25% on top of that because of the exchange rate. Canadian dollars were 75 cents compared to the United States and their dollar right now. So it gets up to $125, $130. And I know you can do it cheaper by just buying this and buying some other things. So let's take a look at what you need to get some of this on your bike, and I'll show you how I did it so it'll make it easier for you to protect your bike. I want to mention that I will not be applying the film to my bicycle in this video. There are lots of videos online on how to properly do it. I will link to one in the description below. Let's take a look at the film itself. It comes in a roll like this. This is 4 inches by 84 inches. It says 3M on one side and the actual film itself is on the other side. It's nice and shiny, incredibly tough, and it is easy to apply. Let's take a look at some of the other products you're going to need to get this project on the go. Let's take a look at what you're going to need for this project. Obviously, you're going to need Scotchgard Paint Protection Film. You can get this in a number of different places. I bought mine at my local automotive shop. There's lots of options out there for you, different sizes and costs as well. You're going to need some distilled water. It's going to cost you a couple of bucks for that. If you go to your local pharmacy, it needs to be distilled water. They do not recommend you using tap water. Also, isopropyl rubbing alcohol, but 70%. Most you'll find is 91%. Find some 70%. Also, you're going to need a very small amount of Johnson's baby shampoo. You're going to need a sprayer to spray this on, and also you're going to need some type of a squeegee. This says Lagostina on it. It's meant for scraping pots and pans. It has a rubberized side. That'll help you keep bubbles out from underneath the film when you put it on. And you're going to need a long roll of some construction paper. I'll tell you more about that in just a moment. Now, the formula you need to mix here is 3:1 distilled water to isopropyl rubbing alcohol. So I put 18 ounces of water, 6 ounces of alcohol, and just a little bit, maybe 3 milliliters, 4 milliliters of Johnson's baby shampoo. So you can slide the film around a little bit. It helps it slide so you can get it just in the right place. Let's take a look at how I approached this project, and I have to say I made a few mistakes and I did waste some product, but I think maybe I can help you out a little bit with that. And my best advice if you're going to try to do this is the KISS principle, which is keep it simple, stupid. Don't try to go around too many curves on your bike and bends all at once. You're going to run into a problem and you will end up wasting some of this product. It's a good product, but it needs a little bit of finesse. Now, the other thing was, how are we going to create a template for each of the tubes on the bicycle? Now we're going to just start laying this down and cutting it out. Now we're going to run into problems, I think, if we do that. So my wife suggested getting some construction paper, cutting it into strips, laying it over parts of the bicycle, and then drawing on it and trimming it until we got the right shapes. It's going to take some time, but I think after you do the first couple of tubes, you're going to find it goes much quicker. Here's the last piece I have left over, okay? And I'll show you why, because I have a better option for you in just a moment. after you get the film on your bicycle. But this is for the top tube, goes up right near the head tube up here. And as you can see, it fits right around there. And this is what we use to lay on the film, draw around it, and then cut it out with a very sharp X-Acto knife. One other thing you're going to need for this project, a very sharp X-Acto knife. I'm going to give you some more tips in just a second, but I think you're going to have fun doing this, and it's going to be, well, something you're going to really enjoy when you're on your bike and those rocks start flying. Let me give you a close-up of what the film looks like on your bike after you're done. And you can see, I'm going to use a laser pointer here. There's 3 different pieces here. One on this section, this brace across the top. There's a piece right here on the top tube, and there's a piece that wraps around the seat tube as well. And you can see where it has been cut here, 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 here. And there's also, of course, the piece along the top tube that runs right up to the head tube as well. So as you can see, it looks nice and clean. I left a little bit of extra space in here to make up for the welds that are in there, but overall, it's pretty much covered. Now, this bike does come more in a matte black, and this is a glossy type of film protection, but I don't mind the look of it, considering that it is protecting my bike. So you've seen the protection film on the bicycle itself, and I've managed to cover this almost all the way from head to toe. The head tube, top tube, seat tube, down tube. I've managed to cover both the inside and the outside of my seat and chain stays, and a number of the places where the shock mounts onto the bicycle as well. You can go to town. You can put as much on there, or you can put as little on to protect the parts on your bike that you think will get hit by rocks. And this bike has been hit by rocks. I've had to replace the plastic film on the down tube a couple of times already. Now, the beauty of this is you use this template, as I mentioned, this construction paper to create the template for your bicycle. But once you put the film on your bike, you're left with this. And this is the actual paper backing to the film. And as you can see, I've written on there in Sharpie, seat tube. So now this is a template for the future should I have to replace any of the pieces on the bike. And as you can see, this fits nicely on the seat tube of the bike. All I have to do is lay this on my new film, cut it out, and then I'm ready to go again. And I've got a whole bag of these templates for the whole bike should I have to replace any of it. I'm ready to go and happy with what happened here and what my project worked out to be. It took some time, but it was well worth it. I hope this video was helpful. This is a great product, and it might be a great winter project for you if you've got your bike away until spring. Just remember, the best advice I can give you is keep it simple, and you should be happy with the result. If you have a product you'd like me to review here, please get in touch with me at cyclingonashoestring at shaw.ca. And if you like this video, give me a like. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit the little bell as well so you'll get notifications. And thank you very much for watching. See you next time on Cycling on a Shoestring.